This is a 900 square foot, 2-bedroom, 2-bath floor plan that is designed basically to be an additional dwelling unit. But it is a great little home for residential recreation property, maybe a smaller waterfront area where you don't want anything big. So let's take a look at this great home from Golden West. Hey there. I want to show you a great little floor plan in the Dream Silver series called the DRM386-A. We put a dual gable offset porch on this, and it's 6 foot on one side, 7'4" on the other. And we can do an 8-foot square porch with a single gable, and we can also do a 10-foot porch. So there's a lot of options on porch sizes on this home. So let's take a look around the exterior. This comes standard with the white painted pickets. It comes with the Trek style decking, and like all Golden West homes, all of the windows are going to be low E, argon filled vinyl windows at above industry standard type of Energy Star level. Just like every home, Energy Star, standard from the factory. That's 2x6 exterior walls. It's going to have R21 insulation in the walls, R30 in the floors, and R38 in the ceilings. We installed on this home, we added a couple of hose bibs, one on this end of the home, and we have one over on the utility side, just for the convenience of having outside water, watering plants, whatever you may need. So this home comes standard with a T111 style pre-primed siding, vertical grain. And it goes all the way from the top of the soffit all the way down to the bottom. So there is absolutely no issues with water infiltration, and it's wrapped with foam. So it's highest level of Energy Star that we can do. We upgraded the windows on this home from the standard 59-inch tall windows. We got a 36-inch wide by 80-inch tall windows, and it adds a lot of light to the home, and they're still the same Energy Star as the standard windows. Another thing that we did on this home is we did what's called a residential exterior upgrade. And the main thing that does on the exterior is it puts a full 14-inch wide soffits all the way around the home, and it puts a 2x8 size fascia. It just looks beefier and looks more like a stick-built home. 2 windows in the primary bedroom here. And once again, the same vertical grain siding runs all the way around the home. As you can see, 14-inch soffits all the way on the end, and you can see the beefy 2x8 fascia on the full exterior. Over here, we have another hose bib on this end, so we have one basically on the opposite end of each side of the home for convenience. So you can, like I said, you can hook a hose to it, whether you're using it to water plants, pets, or even the yard. Every home from Golden West comes standard with one GFI by the utility door. And so we have one here, and we added an extra one on the front porch on this. And we also upgraded the rear door in this to a full half-light door that comes into the utility, along with a transom window above it with 9-foot ceilings in there. It gives a lot of extra light, and the 9-foot ceilings really help feel the home a lot more volume. Here's the other side of the porch. This is the 6-foot section. And as we walk into the home, you'll be able to see the offset part and the double gable on this. So let's walk inside and take a look. Now on this home, we actually upgraded the entry door to this to a full light with internal blinds, and we put another one of the transom windows above this. Now over here on this front porch, this is the 7'4" section, and this comes with 2 6-inch exterior LED can lights. And here's the extra GFI that we added on the front porch, so you can plug in virtually anything you need out here, whether it be a barbecue or just basically having an outlet. So let's take a look inside. So as I mentioned, this is a 900 square foot, 2-bedroom, 2-bath home. And this is designed kind of to be an additional dwelling unit, so you could have an extra home on property or leased land. And there's also another version of this home that's about 800 square foot that will fit the other dimensions. Most of them are usually 900 or 800 square foot max. Let's go over some of the amenities that we've added to this home. So we did the Dream Deluxe treatment on this home, which for the most part gives us 9-foot ceilings. It puts these window boxes around the living area, full-length cabinets all the way to the ceiling, and there's a couple other little amenities, but those are the big things that it does, because 9-foot ceilings in a home a smaller home like this really makes it feel voluminous. This does not feel like a 900 square foot home. It has a great kitchen, and we did an upgraded stainless appliance package in here. So we've got a side-by-side refrigerator with ice and water, a stainless steel dishwasher, a stainless steel overhead microwave, and an upgraded range. We also added a stainless steel farm-style apron sink with a pull-down gooseneck faucet. So one thing that's nice about this, for the size of home this kitchen has a ton of storage. So we've got 2 pantry cabinets in this, full width shelved pantry cabinets, one here. Now I know the top ones are a little hard to get to, but you're gonna have to put things in there you're not gonna use on a regular basis. And then over here we have another double door pantry with the same shelves. So, and over top of the refrigerator, there is just a ton of storage in here for the size of this home. And on top of that, you have all of the normal, a full bank of drawers. We have drawer over doors, so every cabinet door, you have a drawer over top for storage. And in this home, we put in soft close drawers and soft close cabinet doors, which can be an option on any Golden West home. There's a ton of colors that we could do for cabinets, countertops, and different knobs. In this one, we went with what's called the shaker cabinets, the studio beige, and we went with a darker and countertop with just the standards white subway tile. One other thing we added in here, and for the most part, we try to add to most homes, is mini blinds throughout. We all know what a pain it is to add mini blinds once it's done, and it's nice to have them in and installed, and they're very reasonable price to where, unless you're going with fancier mini blinds, you aren't going to get them anywhere near the price we can get these installed. So this has a very nice sized living room. It's got 2 of the upgraded W21 windows in here, which I had mentioned briefly outside, which is basically the 80-inch tall windows. So we put in this little area between the living room and dining room, we have 5 of these windows, which really makes this full of light and helps make the whole room feel bigger than it really is. So let's take a little walk down the hall and we'll look at the 2 bedrooms and the laundry room. One thing I missed. All Golden West homes come with Ecobee thermostats, which are ready for heat pumps, air conditioning, and they can work with the phone app so you can adjust all of your temperatures on the fly. So let's take a look while we're here mentioning that. All Golden West homes are standard Energy Star. This particular home we have done as an e-built configuration, which basically means if you pay to have the heat pump installed, Golden West not only will stamp this and register it as a zero energy ready e-built home, you get an upgraded hybrid heat pump style water heater for free, which is about 70% more efficient than a standard electric water heater. And all Clayton Home products come with Carrier Smart Comfort Furnace systems. So for this size of home, one thing that's very unique is it actually has a nice sized little utility room. And we've put a couple of cabinets over top of the washer and dryer. And as I mentioned outside, we have this half light door and the transom window above to bring in extra light. So plenty of room for any size washer and dryer in here. So this is the guest bedroom, which for a 900 square foot home, this is a very good sized bedroom. So it's something that you can actually have a normal size bed in here and a nice sized closet. And over here right across the hall is the guest bath with a full size tub shower, and we added another transom window above that to bring in more light, and we put a little cabinet for storage above the toilet. Okay, so now let's look at the part that I know a lot of people is really important. This is the primary bedroom. So in this home, it has a very good size primary bedroom. This is a queen size bed with 2 end tables on each side, and you're not cramped. Plenty of room at the end, and a good size walk-in, not a walk-in closet, but just a standard double door slider closet. And this being a 2-bath, actually has a nice little primary bathroom with a walk-in shower, and it has single sink in this, but there's enough room to do a double sink in here if you like. And one of the really cool options that we can now do in this is we can do tile shower options in here if you like to. We have a standard fiberglass shower in here, but you can upgrade this to tile if you like. And we could also do a transom window above that for more light. And with all these Clayton homes, Golden West being Energy Star, the home comes throughout with 6-inch LED can lights throughout the home. Everything else in this is sealed and all Energy Star, so it's going to be the utmost in energy saving. Okay, so let's walk out in the living room, and we're kind of summing up the thing in this great little 900 square foot, 2-bedroom, 2-bath home from Golden West. That we have all sorts of great financing options, and there are a ton of options that we can do with Golden West. I went over several of these that make this more personalized, but there is a book of 32 pages of options we can do this. So we can go with the basic model if you're looking at, and we can make this as decked out with as many things as you like, from the kitchen to the bathroom to the exterior, and pricing on these is impossible to beat. This home base price is $125,756. Now the way we have it set up as a lot model out here is $150,909, and it is loaded with little details and upgrades that is just a great value. Energy Star, we can do an installed heat pump with this, so you're gonna even have more energy savings, and air conditioning in the summer. So Golden West, this is just a great little home that lives way bigger than 900 square feet. Come and see us at either of our locations in Spokane or Pasco. Here in the Spokane lot, we have 18 model homes for you to come and view and hundreds of floor plans. In our Pasco office, we have 11 models, and we can order all the same homes. So come and see us and take a look at what might become your new dream home.